I'm always doing what I have to, and never what I really should be or what I want to. But I think that's the nature of being a mom and running a business. Speaking of which, the place is waking up, so I'd better get this box sealed up and shipped. Write back if you want. If you don't, I understand. Just know that there's someone in Colorado sending warm thoughts your way. Ella.
Today would have been a perfect time for my second curse word. Usually when we were on full-blown deployments, it got really Groundhog Day, same crap, different day. There was almost a predictable, welcoming pattern to the monotony. Not going to lie, I was a big fan of monotony. Routine was predictable, safe, or as safe as it was going to get out here. We were a month into another undisclosed location in another country we were never in, and routine was about the only thing comfortable about the place. Today had been anything but routine. Mission accomplished as usual, but at a price. There was always a price, and lately it was getting steep. I glanced down at my hand, flexing my fingers because I could. Ramirez, he'd lost that ability today. Guy was going to be holding that new baby of his with a prosthetic. My arm flew, releasing the Kong, and the dog toys streaked across the sky, a flash of red against pristine blue. The sky was the only clean thing about this place, or maybe the day just felt dirty. Havoc raced across the ground, her stride sure, her focus narrowed to her target until... "Damn, she's good," Max said, coming up behind me. "She's the best." I glanced over my shoulder at him before training my eyes on Havoc as she ran back to me. She had to be the best to get to where we were, on a Tier 1 team that operated without technically existing. She was a spec op dog, which was about 1,000,000 miles above any other military working dog. She was also mine, which automatically made her the best. My girl was 70 pounds of perfect Labrador retriever. Her black coat stood out against the sand as she stopped just short of my legs. Her rump hit the ground, and she held the Kong out to me, her eyes dancing. "Last time," I said softly as I took it from her mouth. She was gone before I even retracted my arm to throw. "Word on Ramirez?" I asked, watching for Havoc to get far enough away. "Lost his arm, elbow down." I threw the toy as far as I could. "You could let it slip. Seems appropriate today." Max scratched the month of beard he was rocking and adjusted his sunglasses. "His family?" "Christine will meet him in Landstuhl. They're sending in fresh blood, 48 hours until arrival." "That soon?" We rarely were that expendable. "We're on the move. Meeting is in 5. "Gotcha." Looked like it was on to the next undisclosed location. Mac glanced down at my arm. "You get that looked at?" Doc stitched it up. "Just a graze, nothing to get your panties in a twist over." Another scar to add to the dozens that already marked my skin. "Maybe you need someone to get her panties in a twist over you in general." I sent a healthy shot of side-eye to my best friend. "What?" he asked with an exaggerated shrug before nodding toward Havoc, who pulled up again, just as excited as the first time I threw the Kong, or the 36th time. "She can't be the only woman in your life, Gentry. She's loyal, gorgeous, can seek out explosives or take out someone trying to kill you. What exactly is she missing?" I took the Kong and rubbed Havoc behind her ear. "If I have to tell you that, you're too far gone for my help." We headed back into the small compound, which was really nothing more than a few buildings surrounding a courtyard. Everything was brown. The buildings, the vehicles, the ground, even the sky seemed to be taking on that hue. Great, a dust storm. "You don't need to worry about me. I've got no trouble when we're in garrison," I told him. "Oh, I'm well aware, you Chris Pratt-looking asshole. But man," he put his hand on my arm, stopping us before we could enter the courtyard where the guys had gathered. "You're not attached to anyone." "Neither are you." "No, I'm not currently in a relationship. That doesn't mean I don't have attachments, people I care about and who care about me." I knew what he was getting at, and this wasn't the time, the place, or the ever. Before he could take it any deeper, I slapped him on the back. "Look, we can call in Dr. Phil, or we can get the hell out of here and move on to the next mission." Move on, that was always what came easiest to me. I didn't form attachments because I didn't want to, not because I wasn't capable. Attachments
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.